Welcome to Cross Transformation. It's Mariam here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how do I stop overthinking the future. Many of us are having a hard time not thinking about what's going to happen next because we haven't come to know that our ego is doing that to us. And we want to understand the root of it, because as long as we don't know the script in the unconscious, we are going to find ourselves struggling with our reality. So today we want to understand, why do I overthink the future events in my life? Because, now let's listen, because the ego is drawing that childhood abandonment outside of us. Whether it was emotional abandonment or physical abandonment, the ego is using that as the future events. That somehow you're gonna be in trouble, Mariam, because you were abandoned emotionally or physically, and now the future event is going to show you the same thing. So you better hurry up, you better be worried, and you better overthink the future events so you can feel safe. So it's attached to feeling safe, because when we were abandoned, whether it was emotional or physical, we processed that time that we were left on our own, that what's going to happen to me next, what is going to happen to my life, what is it that is going to come my way, what is it that I'm going to experience having been left by myself on my own. So we want to change our relationship with the future events. First of all, the future is something outside of us. It's not from within. It is ego's projection that comes from that early trauma, that abandonment. So we really want to embrace that abandonment and grieve our childhood losses, including that experience of abandonment. Because as long as we don't do that, we are going to find ourselves in the without, drawing those future events. So the future is of this world, the conformed world. We want to go within. Also, we are in God and God is within us. So when we go to the future events, we are saying, all right, God, I've got to go. I've got stuff to do, because part of me is going to be abandoned again. So we are literally leaving behind that awareness, the awareness that relates us to God, and that awareness that God knows who we are, where we are going, and what we need. So we are leaving behind the Creator, the God who is within us, and we are in Him, going into the state of separation, experiencing sin consciousness, the emotion of worry, so we can find the feeling of being safe outside of us. So we keep visiting the illusion of the future, which doesn't exist, so we can find our presence and validate that presence outside of us, because back in time as a child we didn't have that validation about the presence that we are and that we exist. So hey, you can't leave me behind, I'm your child, I need to communicate my needs with you, I need to communicate love with you, can you just not go, can you reassure me that you're gonna come back? I've been crying here for hours, where have you been? So we have been experiencing all of those things, and the ego will project all of that onto who God is, causing us to stay in that state of overthinking the future events. So Let's stop drawing that abandonment experience outside of us. Let's stop allowing our ego to draw that abandonment, to remind us of who we are not. Instead, we want to decide that, you know what, I am in God, God is in me, and there is no abandonment unless I go back to that childhood and bring that early trauma into beingness. I am not that childhood trauma. That was only an experience. I am this presence. I am in God, He is in me, and that awareness knows who I am and where I'm going. Hopefully you'll find today's video helpful. Bless your soul. Be at peace. Rest in God. And resting in God is to rest emotionally, mentally, and physically. Bless your soul. Look after your precious presence. Know that your identity is in God. May you be blessed. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you.